Inflammation is the body's natural immune response to injury. However, certain lifestyle choices, especially diet, can silently trigger inflammation throughout the body, potentially leading to chronic inflammation if not addressed. While food won't throw your body into chronic inflammation, your overall diet over time plays a role. So are you eating inflammatory foods consistently? Join us as we uncover the most dangerous food causing chronic inflammation. Soda. Sugary beverages not only add extra calories but also cause inflammation in the body, leading to more harm than just weight gain. The high sugar content in sodas spike your blood glucose levels, which triggers the release of insulin and leads to a cascade of inflammatory responses. Constant consumption of sugar-filled drinks has been linked to an increase in pro-inflammation markers, which causes conditions like obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Additionally, sodas may contain a preservative that can worsen inflammation, affect movement, and increase anxiety. Diet sodas are not a safe alternative either. Artificial sweeteners like saccharin and sucralose can harm the digestive microbiome, which is vital for a healthy immune system. This disruption can increase the risk of developing stomach diseases like Crohn's and colitis. Research also suggests that these sweeteners can alter the body's response to glucose, contributing to metabolic imbalances. That is not all. Regular soda intake can spark a chain reaction of inflammation in your body. It's not just a drink, but a potential trigger for long-term health problems. Skipping soda may be a small step with big health benefits in the long run. Bread and fried foods. Bread and fried foods are very bad for the body. Though they taste good, they harm the body. The carbohydrates and fats in them mix together to cause inflammation in the digestive systems. Eating bread and fried foods daily causes irritation, leading to health issues. But what happens when you consume bread and fried foods regularly? Bread and fried foods trigger indigestion, acid reflux, and irritable bowel syndrome. Fried foods can overwhelm the digestive systems, causing inflammation to simmer and spread. This can lead to a vicious cycle of discomfort, pain, and malabsorption of essential nutrients. But that's not all. Chronic inflammation can also lead to arthritis, diabetes, and cancer. White flour. Refined carbohydrates such as white flour are common in many diets, but have some negative health effects. When grains are refined, they are stripped of their bran and germ, which removes most of their fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This processing leaves behind the starchy endosperm, resulting in white flour. Foods made from white flour, like white bread and white pasta, often have added sugars, which reduces their nutritional value. Refined carbs are quickly broken down into sugar in the body, leading to spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels. This can contribute to weight gain, diabetes, and heart disease if not managed well. However, not all grains have the same health effects. Let's find out about other grains. Unlike white rice, whole grains retain all parts of the grain, including the nutrient-rich bran and germ, making them higher in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Whole grains digest more slowly, providing a steadier source of energy and helping to control blood sugar levels. When choosing grains, look for 100% whole grain options like brown rice, oats, or quinoa. These grains are less processed and provide more nutritional benefits. Including more whole grains in your diet can improve digestion, support heart health, and help maintain a healthy weight. Trans fats. There are many foods that contain trans fats, and if you're not careful, you might be consuming them more often than you think. Think about margarine, frozen pie crusts, fried foods, frosting, and even your favorite snack chips. These foods may taste good, but they contain nutrients that can be harmful to your health. Trans fats are created during food processing when manufacturers add hydrogen to vegetable oils, making them solid at room temperature. This process gives food a longer shelf life but also raises your LDL cholesterol and lowers your HDL cholesterol, leading to an increased risk of heart disease. LDL cholesterol is the bad type of cholesterol, while HDL cholesterol is the good type. Research has shown that trans fats can lurk in foods without being noticed. However, you see partially hydrogenated oil on the ingredients list, that is a red flag for trans fats. Also, there is something tricky. If a food has 0.5 grams of trans fats or less per serving, manufacturers don't have to list it on the label. So, if you're eating more than one serving of these foods, those small amounts can quickly add up to build up unhealthy fats into your diet. Always keep an eye on food labels and make good diet choices whenever possible. Alcohol. Although alcohol might be a staple at social events or taken for relaxation, excessive consumption of it can have serious consequences. Frequent alcohol consumption can raise inflammation in the body, kill the bacteria in the digestive system, and even affect the brain structure and function. Excessive alcohol consumption can lead to high blood pressure, increasing risk of stroke, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. But is this information based on reliable research? There is new research questioning the old one about the drinking limit that allows for more lenient drinking habits. The 2020 Dietary Guidelines for Americans recommends that men cut down their daily alcohol intake to just 1 drink per day. The same recommendation applies for women as well. So what does 1 drink look like? It's about a 5-ounce glass of wine, a 12-ounce beer, or a 1.5-ounce shot of 80 proof spirits. While the occasional drink may not be beyond limit, however, the new recommendations note the importance of moderation. Sweetened snacks. Some snacks might have a good taste, but they can be more harmful than you think. Sugary cereals, cookies, candy bars, and other sugar-packed treats can increase blood sugar level. And if this continues for a long time, it can lead to an inflammatory response in the body. This is harmful, especially to those with any form of glucose intolerance, such as prediabetes or diabetes. The effects of sugar on the body can be more severe for these individuals because their bodies struggle to manage blood sugar levels effectively. But it is not just people with diabetes that should be cautious of their sugar intake. Regular consumption of sugary snacks can also lead to weight gain, tooth decay, and increased risk of heart disease. The cycle of blood sugar spikes and crashes leave one feeling tired and even craving for more sugar. Instead of sugary snacks, choose whole foods that are naturally free from refined sugar. A fresh apple, for example, is much better than processed foods, which often contain added sugars. Make these simple swaps to keep your blood sugar levels stable. Red meat. Red meat like steaks or burgers is a common favorite, but it is important to know their side effects on your health. While fresh red meat can be less harmful than processed meats, it can still contribute to inflammation in the body. The saturated fats in red meat are known to increase inflammation, which can exacerbate conditions like arthritis and heart disease. Additionally, frequent consumption of red meat has been linked to a higher risk of chronic illnesses such as cancer and type 2 diabetes. So with all these concerns, what type of red meat should you consume? Choosing the right kind of red meat can make a lot of difference. Opting for grass-fed organic meat is a better option. Grass-fed organic meat comes from animals that are raised on a diet of natural grasses rather than processed grains. These meats contain less pesticides, fertilizers, and harmful chemicals. Grass-fed beef is also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which can help reduce inflammation instead of adding to it. In order to counter the inflammatory effects of red meats, it should be eaten in moderation and balanced with plenty of vegetables and whole grains. Fast food. Fast food fries might be delicious, but they may have some side effects, especially when it comes to inflammation. Fried foods like fries, chicken nuggets, and onion rings are often packed with trans fats, which can trigger inflammation. Trans fats increase bad cholesterol while lowering good cholesterol, leading to a buildup of fatty in the arteries, which can spark inflammation in the body. In addition to affecting the arteries, a new study in environmental sciences suggests that consuming a lot of fried foods may lead to inflammation in the brain, and this can potentially contribute to mental health conditions like anxiety and depression. The problems with fast food don't stop there. Most fast foods are highly processed, another cause of inflammation. Processed foods are often loaded with added sugars, refined carbs, and unhealthy oils, all of which have been linked to chronic inflammation. This chronic inflammation can increase your risk of developing serious health issues like diabetes, obesity, and even cancer. Fast food may be a quick meal and might seem convenient, but they come with extra calories and can trigger inflammation. Processed meats. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, bologna, pepperoni, and salami are not only high in saturated fats, but are also one of the most dangerous foods that cause inflammation in the body. These meats often contain preservatives like nitrates and other additives that contribute to inflammation, particularly in fat tissue. When you consume processed meats regularly, the high level of saturated fats can accumulate in the fat cells, leading to chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a major concern because it can cause numerous health problems. So, what makes processed meats like hot dogs and sausages so inflammatory? And how does this affect your health in the long run? A 2019 study found that protein in processed meats causes inflammation in mice, suggesting similar risks for humans. Furthermore, another study connected the consumption of processed meats and red meats with an increased inflammatory response and a higher risk of colon cancer. The combination of these findings suggests that regular consumption of processed meats can lead to chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation can damage the tissue in the body and increases the risk of diseases like cancer and heart disease. What then are the healthier options to reduce inflammation? Healthier options include anti-inflammatory foods like grilled chicken, fatty fish, lean beef, and plant-based meat. All of these meats can help keep inflammation in check. Candy. Although those sugary gummies, chocolate bars might hit the right spot when you need a sugar fix, they also cause inflammation. Candy is essentially a sugar bomb for your body. Refined sugars, which are common in most candies, are known to trigger inflammation. Eating sugary sweets causes a blood sugar surge, leading to an increase in inflammation. The more you consume candy, the more you expose yourself to inflammation triggers. Over time, this can contribute to chronic inflammation, which is linked to a range of health issues, from weight gain and insulin resistance to more serious conditions like heart disease and diabetes. Studies have shown that high sugar intake can lead to increased levels of substances in the blood that promote inflammation, including cytokines and C-reactive protein. So while it's tempting to keep a stash of your favorite sweets on hand, consider how they impact your health. It is all about balance and moderation. When you understand how certain foods affect your body, you can prioritize a diet that supports your well-being. Incorporate these tips into your daily diet to improve your health and manage inflammation. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the next one shown on the screen.